going to be teaching you all how to make some cute little paper butterflies. They are super inexpensive to make, really easy, and they don't require very many materials. You can whip off a whole ton of them in like 10 minutes. So, without further ado, let us begin the butterfly making process. To bring these butterflies to life, you only need a few materials. First, you're going to need 2 fluffy black pipe cleaners, or white. White looks good too. We need a pair of scissors, a pencil or a pen or something else that is round and skinny like this, and also some beautiful colored paper. Once you have all of your materials, we can get started. Now to begin the creation process. Take one of your pieces of paper. If it has a little barcode strip on it, that's great. You can use it as a guideline for your folds. If it doesn't, you're going to want to measure out about a 1/2 inch straight line across your paper to kind of guide where you're going to fold your paper. We're going to fold it like an accordion, so start by folding over one of the edges of your paper. Going to go underneath, and then flip it over. And see where this line is here? Just going to measure up this fold along that line. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm definitely not perfect at this. And just fold it like that. Then flip it over to this side, and you're going to do the same thing. And as you can see, we're starting to get this accordion look. And just keep on going all the way down until you get to the end of your paper. Now that you have one piece of paper completely folded up like an accordion, just kind of run your finger over it a few times. Go back and run over each little fold just to make sure that it's kind of a nice crisp edge. And once you're done with this piece, you can just set it aside and do the exact same thing with your other piece of paper. Now that you have 2 accordions made, you're going to pinch them in the middle. Just find where the middle is approximately. And take the 2 edges that have the little label right here. You're going to stick those 2 together. You can cut them off if you'd like, but just for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to leave them on. Now, decide which piece of paper you're going to want on the top of your butterfly and what you're going to want on the bottom. And for the bottom piece, you're going to cut it a little bit shorter so the edges don't line up with the top piece. So I think I want this gray one to be my bottom section. And I'm going to cut, a little less than 1 inch off of each side of it. After you have the ends cut off of your bottom section, line the 2 sections up so that their middles meet. Doesn't have to be perfect, but try to get it pretty close. And take one of your pipe cleaners and wrap it around to secure the 2 pieces together. And now twist them at the bottom. Now take your second pipe cleaner and wind it through the top of this other pipe cleaner. Try to get to be even in length on both sides. These are going to be the antennas of your butterfly. Now give it 1 or 2 twists here. And you can either leave the antennas like this, or you can take your pencil and wrap the antennas around the pencil to give it a cute little spiral look. Just kind of shape it. Like that. Now you can of course bend them however you would like. Kind of like to keep a little heart shape because I think that's really cute. But after that, you are all done with your butterfly. If you would like, you can stick another twisty tie on the back, and you can use that to hang it on a wall, just like you would a picture frame. Or you can stick it on like a door handle, or just wherever you want. So now you have a cute little butterfly ready for summer. That's all for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. And also, of course, if you want, you can share it with your friends. That way we can fill the world with butterflies and magic and happiness. Thanks again for watching and have a magical day. I will see you next Wednesday. Bye.